first and second set were a little bit strange, but just trying to find your way back into the match or trying to give him something different to look at?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, as much as I'd like to play tactics, and I know, okay, I want to hit it to the forehand, then I want to hit it to the backhand. For me, it's first up now. I just want to play good tennis and clean tennis and move well, and then eventually, when you start thinking about too many things, sometimes you think a bit too much, and then you block, and then it's too late, you know. Because, and plus, we're playing in quick conditions, so then it's, I think, even harder to find rhythm. Actually, I'm not here to look for rhythm. I mean, actually here to win matches, and at the end of the day, you have to simplify, and I think that's what I was able to then to do towards the end of the second and then the third set as well.
Well, a lot has happened, Roger. First of all, your twins turned 4, so congrats on that.
That's the biggest deal of all,
yeah,
right?
that's the biggest. Put that in perspective. But also, I mean, obviously the early loss at Wimbledon, that was a shocker to everybody. I know you too. Then trying the new racket out, which you did for a couple of weeks. Sounds like you've gotten yourself in a little better kind of shape. Darren talked a little bit about that during the match, maybe a little leaner.
Lost a little weight, is that right?
A little bit, maybe a little bit. Not on purpose.
Not anything on purpose. Okay, but just talk a little bit about the racket, because that was a big news back here while we were following you on the clay, that you switched to the racket, now you're going back to your old stick.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was not as, I mean, it was good fun at the beginning, you know, let's be honest. You know, after the Wimbledon loss, the following day at Wimbledon, I had a meeting with my whole team, and I was like, okay, we have extra 10 to 12 days now here, you know, whereas normally I hadn't planned in to maybe stay at Wimbledon and play the tournament. So how can we use those best? And that's when I thought it was a good thing to enter some more tournaments, because I wanted to play some more matches, because I had the 7-week break already after Indian Wells, so I didn't need another break. I went for a short vacation just to get away from it all, reassess, you know, where I was, and then as I was on vacation, I had the idea, like, I've always wanted to try some more rackets, you know, because I had been testing rackets for a long period of time. So when I came back, I started testing and really enjoyed the one racket, the prototype I was playing with for the last months now. But then I couldn't really test it through Hamburg and Stadt because I had the bad back again. So then I was fighting that and couldn't focus on the racket. I was just playing tennis. That's just when I arrived here. Eventually I said, you know what, I'll go back to the old one for the time being. I'll test some more rackets after the US Open. I have another 4-week break then. And right now we just need to simplify things, and that was then the reason behind that.
Talk to us about the back issue. As you know, I've spent 5 or 6 years with Andre. The last 3 years he dealt with a pretty bad back, but managed it reasonably well to the end of his career. How are you dealing with it? How do you manage it?
Well, it's not, I mean, it's bad sometimes, you know, but then again, like right now, I feel good again. Like I was good after when I came back from Indian Wells, where I had a bad back as well. I came back very strong actually, and I mean, strong. I was playing okay, but maybe, you know, you fall behind eventually with practice. Where you're supposed to be practicing, you're trying to, you know, make sure that your back is getting better. So I think I'm handling it pretty good. You know, I'm confident that it's going to go away now.
Is it more time off the court now, and more time in the gym and the rehab? Has it changed a little bit from 4 or 5 years ago?
I mean, yes. I mean, I guess I am doing different exercises, but as you go through your career, you always change up things a little bit. I mean, first of all, to keep them exciting, where you train, how you train, with who you train. But then right now, where I am right now, I need to do a lot of strengthening exercises for my back. That's not something I've always done in my career, you know, because I did a lot of just work in the gym and on the tennis court. So maybe, you know, I'm doing some more sort of rehab exercises, which is boring to do, but I'm happy to do it right now for the better of my back.
What was your take on Wimbledon? I mean, I assume you didn't watch much of it, but obviously you beat Murray last year in the final, got back to #1. What was your take on him finally doing it and winning it this year?
I mean, it was great, you know, after I lost him, and I was really hoping that he was going to do it, you know, not that he needed it, you know, because he had the Olympics already in the bag, he had the US Open, so he was in the finals last year, so he knows what it's all about, Wimbledon, but he deserves it. He's been training really hard, and I think really believing as well. So unfortunately I didn't see one point after I lost the whole Wimbledon, which
something tells me that probably would happen. Right.
I'm a little sad I didn't see it more, you know, so I have no idea, especially between the second round and the semis, who actually won and lost. I just heard them who was in the semis eventually, but I was happy for Andy, and let's see how he keeps it up now. It's an interesting time again in the game of tennis, as usual, really.
Also, you play here against Nadal or Dimitrov in the next round. This court's one of your favourite courts. It's a little bit of a faster hard court. I'm sure you'd like to see this speed on the hard court to more of the hard courts around the world. Let's look ahead. If you play Dimitrov or Nadal, give a comment on both those players. How would you beat Nadal on this particular court?
Well, I mean, obviously here you've got to take it to him. You know, you've got to play aggressive, but I mean, he can also play aggressive like he showed us last week.
Were you surprised by that?
Not really. I mean, he's played like that against me at Wimbledon or the World Tour Finals before, so I know he can do it. It's just sometimes he chooses not to do it, or he feels like he can beat the other player probably playing a bit more passive, which that's the problem you have when you can win both ways. Sometimes you're caught in between, and that happens to all of us, you know. But against Rafa, I mean, we know each other. There's no real secrets. He's coming into the match, if he wins, much more confident than I am. So I just got to make sure I concentrate on my own game and not so much on Rafa. And if I play Dimitrov, honestly, that's an interesting match. I've never played against him. He plays very similar to me. And
you ever practiced with him?
I've practiced with him a few times. Yeah, it's a bit strange. You know?
Do you see the similarities of that?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. You know, but at the end of the day, then he does play. He has this different shot selection at times, and I hope you guys give him a break. That he's not like a copy of me, and that he's his own player, and I think he's actually doing pretty well now.
Maybe not as good at shot selection yet, but we'll see if that happens.
Hopefully
that took you a little bit of time too.
Right, exactly.
Lastly, let me ask you this, Roger. Who's playing the best tennis in the world right now on the men's side?
Well, I didn't see Wimbledon, you know, so it's. I think I'm probably Rafa right now, maybe.
He's got the most points by far for this year, this calendar year.
Okay, I mean, then again, I mean, he did have the hiccup at Wimbledon, you know, which Novak didn't have. So I guess it's between Novak, Rafa, and Andy, really, because Andy also is right in the mix, you know, he's just won Wimbledon. We have to always look at the last 6 months, and all three guys played extremely well.
Well, we got a big couple of months coming up. Looking forward to seeing you back healthy. Well done today. And looking forward to your big match tomorrow against either Rafael Nadal or Dimitrov. Of course, we'll have that match for you a little bit later as well. So Roger Federer is a 5-time champ here in Cincinnati. Scratch the opening set, but gets through over Haas in 3.
Revolutionizing an industry can be a tough act to follow, but at Xerox, we've embraced